morning, children. Welcome back to the online class of Sri Gokulam Public School, Guruvayur. Children, I am Swati, your maths teacher. Hope you all are fine and safe. So yes, we have completed our last chapter of semester 2, that is handling data, in which we learned about pictograph and bar graph. Children, now we know how to interpret data using pictograph, in which we use symbols for representing data, and also using bar graph, in which we use colored boxes. Right, children? And also we know how to represent data as pictograph and bar graph. Okay. Is it an easy chapter? Yes. So children, now let's do some of the exercise questions given at the end of this chapter. Okay. So shall we do? Yes.
Children, that's on page number 78 under the topic more practice. Choose the correct options. So first question, see children, if one blue circle stands for 5 marbles, how many marbles does 3 blue circles stand for? Okay, so here information is given that one blue circle stands for 5 marbles. And yes, how many marbles does 3 blue circles? So, what can we do? Yes, we can multiply 3 with 5. Okay, 3 into 5. That means 3 times 5, which makes 15. Okay, so how many marbles does 3 blue circles stand for? Yes, the answer is 15. Okay, that is the fourth option. Now the next question. 100 people were asked to vote for their favorite show out of 5 TV shows. The most popular show was Chat with Raju with 40 votes. The least popular was Chinky the Mouse with 5 votes. To represent this on a pictograph, which of the following will you use? Okay, children, on the basis of data given in our question, we can take one square as 5%. As it is given, the least popular show with 5 votes, which means we can take 1 square equal to 5%, which is the third option is the right answer. Okay, yes. Now the next question. A student has to use a pictograph to represent the sweets eaten in a day by 5 of his friends. Okay, the number of sweets are 1, 2, 5, 3, 4. He should choose, yes, the chocolate symbol is given to stand for how many sweets. So yes, in the question it is given the number of sweets are 1, 2, 5, 3, 4. So what is the least number of chocolate? That is 1. So this chocolate symbol, it stands for only 1 sweet. Okay. Yes. So that is the answer. Option number 1. Okay. 1 sweet. So he should choose that chocolate symbol to stand for 1 sweet. The next we can move on to the fourth question, that you can see a pictograph which shows the number of children in a class who like different sweets. Okay, so we have to answer the question. So see children, which is the most popular sweet? Children, as we know, the number of sweets in each column, it is the number of children who like that sweet. Okay. So count and say which column contains the most sweets. Yes, it is Rasagula. So which is the most popular sweet? It is Rasagula. And children, the next question is, which two sweets are equally popular? Which means that two column contains same number of sweets. So which are the two columns? Yes, chocolate column and cake column. So it contains the same number of sweets, 6 chocolates and 6 cakes. So the two sweets which are equally popular are chocolate and cake. Now the next question, how many children like rasagula and gulab jamun? So how many children like rasagula? Count it and say. Yes, 9 children. And what about gulab jamun? Yes, 7 children. So 9 plus 7, do you know the answer? Yes, 16. So 16 children like rasagula and gulab jamun. Okay. Now the last question. How many more children like rasagula when compared to children who like gulab jamun? Okay. So what is the question? How many more children like rasagula? And we have to compare it with the children who like gulab jamun. So in gulab jamun, how many children like gulab jamun? 7 children. And what about rasagula? 9 children. So let's subtract 7 from 9. What is the answer? 9 minus 7 equal to 2, which means 2 more children like rasagula when compared to children who like gulab jamun. So the answer is 2. Okay. Children, see the second question. Yes, it is to draw a pictograph to show how long 5 children took to complete their homework. Okay, and you can use that clock symbol to represent 5 minutes. So how will we draw this? Yes, key is already given. And we know there are 5 children. So first we have to give a title to our pictograph. So we can just give time taken by 5 children to complete their homework. Okay. So now we will draw like this with 5 columns. As we know, we have 5 children. Okay. And we will give their names. Minto, Kajal, Aisha, Ajmal and Santu in each column. And above that, we have to draw that clock symbol. The key is that a clock symbol which represents 5 minutes. So Minto, which took 45 minutes. So how many clock symbols will be there? Yes, as we know, 9 5s are 45. So we will draw 9 clock symbols like this. Okay. And what about the Kajal? Yes, Kajal took 35 minutes. As we know, 7 5s are 35. We will draw 7 clocks like this in the Kajal's column. Now what about Aisha? She took 30 minutes. So 6 5s are 30, which means we will draw, yes, 6 clocks in the Aisha's column. And Ajmal took 40 minutes, which means 8 clocks. And Santu, he took 25 minutes, which means 5 5s are 25. So we will draw 5 clocks just like this. Okay. So this is how you draw a pictograph based on the given data. Okay, children, is it clear? Okay, now let's move on to the next one. That is to draw a bar graph to show the following data. So see children, different datas are given, like title is given. Number of goals scored by players in an inter-school football competition. Now their names are given and also goals scored are given. So how can we draw the bar graph? Yes, we can give the names horizontally and we can give the goal scores as vertically, just like this. See? So in the goal scored area we can draw from 0 to 10. Okay. And in horizontal area we can give the names of each one just like this: Asma, Maninder, Rajiv, Harish and Akash. So yes, from the table given we know that Asma scored 5 goals, which means we can color up to 5. Okay, just like this. And what about Maninder? Yes, he scored 6 goals. So we can color up to 6. Okay. And Rajiv, he scored 10 goals, which means we can color up to 10. Okay. And what about Harish, who scored only 1 goal? So we will color up to 1. And Akash, he scored 3 goals, which means we will color up to 3, just like this. Okay. I hope it is clear to you. Right, children? Is it clear? Yes. So this is how we draw a bar graph based on the given data.
Children, that's all about our last chapter of semester 2, handling data. It's a very easy chapter. Try to do more questions from your textbook and learn it well. Okay. So complete your notes so that I will check in our next live session. So that's all for today. We will see in our next class. Till then, take care. Bye.